Have you ever went onto your favorite social media platform to talk about how good your day is, and then all of a sudden you see shit like this, and then you think to yourself, what the hell is this person talking about? Surely there aren't other people who think the same way. And then you look at the replies and you see that every comment is just agreeing with them. These kinds of people are known as grifters, and if you don't know what a grifter is, it's basically someone who seeks attention by making up lies and misinformation to essentially create a space of bigotry and outright degenerate behavior. And what kind of audience do these grifters appeal to? The kind that lack any sort of media literacy. And this is a huge problem because what these grifters do is use their audience of uneducated morons to harass and review bomb artists or art that they deem as woke. And there are so many of these grifters who have a large following on every social media site. And they're so defensive on their takes. Like, yeah, you can tell these people haven't touched a woman in years. Their biggest part about grifters is their ability and inability to lie. I say ability and inability because of how bad they are at lying, that only low IQ morons would believe them, making stuff up to try to compensate for their lack of media literacy. Critical Drinker is what I think of when it comes to this. Drinker is a quote-unquote reviewer, but his reviews are just full of bad takes and outright lies. Now there are mountains of videos about Drinker and how he's known for manipulating the narrative and trying to make something look bad because of his terrible fucking opinions on everything. But one thing I found funny is that his review of season 4 of The Boys was trying to claim that the show became woke and started destroying their own audience, even though he hasn't watched the show at all. Like, at all. He just looked at the Rotten Tomatoes rating and was like, yeah, it's bad. It's woke, guys.
So it was off to Rotten Tomatoes for me to check out the reviews. Not the critic reviews, of course, because nobody in their right mind gives a shit what those fucking shills have got to say about anything anymore. I'm talking about the audience reviews, which is the only semi-reliable barometer for quality these days, and oh.
This is Editing Cosmic here. So I was wrong about him not watching The Boys. He did actually watch the show, it's why he was talking about it. The only thing I was right about was the fact that he didn't even watch this season. Also, he changed the title of his video, which I'll put the original up screen and the one that was edited. I have no idea why he does this. He's probably doing it just so he can prove that he's right or, not stupid. Anyways, back to the video. Which is another thing why these grifters are really stupid. They're saying these terrible things about movies, shows, and games when they haven't even released or they haven't even played it yet. They judge a piece of media based off of its trailers or posters, assuming that it's bad. And they still try to say that they're a reviewer, even though they judge everything by its cover instead of fucking watching it. And is the point of a review to give your honest opinion? Not just saying things are bad because other people are. Like, that's not the point of reviewing, dude. You just missed the point. Like, what the hell? They preach that wokeness is the reason for its failure, but they don't even know what that word means. And by their logic, they're the ones who are woke, not the fucking movies. So why are grifters doing this? Why are they making these false narratives and lies? Well, the answer is simple. They have a political bias. Grifters attract a very conservative audience. They generate an extremely toxic fan base that agree with everything they say without question, and use them to spread false information and hate towards hardworking artists who are trying to make a living. And they face no repercussions. YouTube is doing nothing about Drinker and his skits or rants about fictional women beating men in a fight. Twitter is run by a dumbass billionaire who bought the site just because he wanted to be better than everyone else. But now the site is basically run by grifters and their sheep. And I'm glad people are actually starting to fight against these fucking awful people. It seems that when every day passes, I see more and more shit from these anti-woke grifters. And it's impossible to just ignore them because they're everywhere. They're always going to spread their stupid rhetoric about, well, oh, this character is gay, this character is black. Why is everything not about me, guys? Make everything about me. If you really want to know more about grifters, I recommend watching these channels. They basically explain how these grifters operate more in depth than I do, because I kind of wanted to make this video as sort of a introduction / hey, please be aware of this. I really want people to be aware of this. This is a huge issue, and I don't see anyone talking about it. But anyways, that is the end of this video. Thank you for watching. So, this is a new style of content I'm going to try out, and if it works, then I'll keep doing it. If not, I don't know. I'm going to try to do stuff like reviews and maybe other stuff I can talk about, like, I don't know, drama. Probably not. I don't know. I don't want to become a drama channel. I don't want to become Keemstar. Please don't become Keemstar. Alright, anyways, goodbye.
Are you sure?